start streaming. Starting stream health is good. People are obviously going to start getting fucking notified.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are now live.
Okay, live. Yeah.
Quality looks good from what I can see, but we just have to bounce and ask people. Anthony, what's going on, dude? Can you hear us both okay? Richie?
It might help if I said something.
Yeah, may help.
I was being really quiet, so it's like I can hear Tim but not Richie. So hey.
Right, hi Tim. Right, loads better.
David Harrington, what's happening, brother?
So
is this good, yeah?
I hope so. I
like it.
Obviously, guys, we've been trying to work this out for a little while as to getting this dialed down and understanding just how we can bring more streams and better content to you guys on a better platform that isn't going to cut us off every 40 minutes. And then also for people to be able to watch it back, it's been a real big issue for us. People sort of complaining that they haven't really been able to, you know, watch the streams back. They've missed it on Instagram, so on and so forth. So hopefully this is okay.
Yeah. I think, like I say, the dramas and it's got to be frustrating for you guys watching. Like I say, you know, feed cutting out, you know, that horrendous mic problem we had where, like, I think we had a hamster in the studio at one point, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, it was just getting reverb.
Epic, yeah. So hopefully, guys, this is a ton better for you, for us, and yeah, like Tim said, you can get to watch us back. That'd be awesome. Yeah, Jamie Britt, what's happening, dude? I just realised you messaged me on Instagram. I do apologise. I've been very busy. So yeah, I will get back to you as soon as possible.
Guys, one thing that I just will ask of everyone tonight, if you can just bear with us with this, we're trying to iron things out. It's not the easiest thing to set up in regards of audio. We've got, like, I personally have got a million windows open on my machine. And yeah, no live stream yet. Okay, Jamie, hopefully that'll be something that clears. We are live. We have got people in watching, so hopefully this is running. I will again.
Yeah, so,
Richie, can you see us on your screen?
I can, mate. In 1 second, I will double check. Yes, mate. As far as I can see, guys, I'm on YouTube now. Like Tim said, we've got a million windows open. I can see Tim. I can see me. Obviously, I've got the sound muted because I don't hear myself talking back because I sound like an idiot. But yeah, so as far as I can see, guys, we are live and it's all good. So if you could just, give us a thumbs up. Just let us know that everything is all cool. Audio's cool.
Yeah.
Zucchini, working. Awesome. Thank you, brother. Thank you for that.
So
sound and vision is much better. Awesome.
Okay, that sounds good to us. So from your perspective, Richie, both of us missed out on the trees. Was absolutely gutted about it.
Don't, mate. The pictures that I saw go up from the Sterling guys, it just looked insane, mate. Like snow, mud, you know, campfires, and it looked low numbers as well, which I bet that was, mate, super sneaky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that'd have been right up our street, mate.
Yeah, it's a real shame. And guys, it wasn't out of choice that we didn't go. No. We were tied up in stuff. I personally was as well, as you guys know, with the truck and getting vehicles sorted, and it just led to a crazy weekend for me. So there's no way I could have gone, but I'm gutted I didn't go. It looked badass. There was a picture of Dave's Land Rover, like I think it's a Land Rover 90, caked in snow and mud. It looks just badass. Like some really cool photos.
Yeah, it did look good, mate. Like I say, you know, got a lot of the usual faces there. The guys that, you know, that really stick it out. I think the Scimitar Milsim guys, I think they headed down there. They put a picture up. Looking Ali, mate, looking well good. nods in the daytime. That's big boy rules.
Bonus points.
Yeah, bonus points plus 10. So yeah, it's just some really cool pieces. But really gutted, mate. Really gutted that both myself, Tim, not just busy with the channel because that is always hella busy. But yeah, busy with work as well. So for those of you guys that didn't know, I was in Austria Monday, Tuesday this week with my job. Yeah, was really hoping to touch base with Claw Gear, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. But got a nice message from one of the guys that works there. You know, said we're always welcome. So Tim, let's do it, mate. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, we need to bounce over there. Again, it's just been something that's been on the cards for us for a little while, and we're super excited about getting over there. I mean, that's the main thing for us. It's yeah, we're looking forward to being over there. That's the key thing. You know, it's not a task for us. We just want to get over there and see them. So yeah, let's try and make it happen. I know that they were talking after IWA, so maybe we can get that out of the way and then bounce over there. For me, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, yeah, maybe end of March, early April. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
So yeah, just so real quick, Airsoft Nation, what's happening? Welcome, Darkwater, what's happening, dude? You good? And yes, it did look absolutely Baltic, mate, at the trees. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
Wild. Come on.
Yeah, it looked uber cold, but yeah, I think that's to be expected. That for us is what we were talking about before. You know, you can be as skilled and as badass in the world, but in those types of conditions, it's definitely about kit. And you know, if you turn up there ill prepared, you're not going to be injured potentially, but you're going to be damn uncomfortable, and that's when it just comes down to, you know, having a good level of kit, whether it be you know, surplus or, you know, Arc'teryx or something like that. You know, it is just about having a solid level of kit. But yeah, it looked amazing. That was the key thing for me. I mean, visually it looked super good. So gutted that I missed that. Again, Swinnerton's coming this weekend. It's going to be another one that sadly I'm going to have to miss. I've got some commitments, and guys, we've got some exciting things that we've been working on now for
close to
2 months.
2 months, 2.5 months.
Maybe a bit longer.
Yeah, it's been. I can't remember when I first put the idea to you. I remember sitting in your office going, yeah, but what if we could? And then Tim gets his Google and was like, haha, well, yes, actually we could. So I'm saying no more because I'm going to give it away.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
We definitely don't want to give anything away, but at the same time, guys, Richie, throughout my time knowing him, has always been like 2 or 3 steps ahead of the curve. And this has been something that's been consistent throughout everyone that I know. Richie is like, the phrase is something along the lines of having today what you'll want tomorrow. Was one of the first things that I heard about Richie before I kind of knew him properly. They were like, yeah, he's always got the shit that, you know, in 2 years' time everyone's running around and desperate to get.
Basically, long story short, way back, I used to have a mate called John, and basically the phrase went so along the lines of, it was DJ Richie C, buying kit today that you'll want tomorrow.
That's it. That's the one. That's exactly it.
But mate, it's logical progression. It's just always searching out that next bit of kit to make your I don't know, your airsoft, your milsim experience better. You know, make your whatever role you're doing, whether you're breacher, RO, medic, just whatever you're doing, just make your kit more streamlined, work better for you. You know, it was just always trying to push that boundary. So, and I think now, mate, like this is no different. No different.
Yeah, I've always knew that, you know, there was kind of levels to where we could potentially go and what we could potentially have equipment-wise and kit-wise and what we could take out on the ground and all that lot. And when Richie put this idea to me, I quite honestly thought he was fucking absolutely crazy. It's like, mate, how is that going to work? How is it going to work from a million different angles? And then when I actually started thinking about it, I thought, out of everything that's out there, it is one of the most logical solutions to a common problem that I've ever. It's just, guys, when you see what we're on about and when we go into depth of why we chose it, why we've thought about it, how it works, it just blows everything else away. It's crazy. So, guys, you're going to find out exactly what this is about this weekend. There'll be no more secrets. You're going to know it all. One of the things, obviously, Richie, we've been kept in the bag for a little while is kind of the medical side.
Yes.
We're not going to go into who it's with and what's going to be happening, but what we can definitely say is that the med side of things is something we're going to be bringing to the channel. Super excited about that as well. Richie was away yesterday. How's it going, Predator? And I had a very great visit from a company of two ex-serving guys. One of them was, I think he was a Marine Commando, or he was a Commando, and short, wide, looked like he would tear me in half like a Rizzler. And yeah, really, really nice guys. Took me through
yellow pages.
Honestly, I quite honestly think he could karate chop my office in half. Yeah, so super cool guys. They took me through kind of the things they've been doing throughout the last couple of years. Some of it I will be happy to talk about. Some of it I really can't talk about in regards of who they've been training and where they've been. But believe me, they have jet set to all the places where you get a sandy back, and they've done the training there. So yeah, they left a load of kit with me yesterday to play with. I've got some of it here. Richie, obviously, I've got some stuff here for you as well.
Yeah, so guys, obviously I was away working obviously, yesterday and Monday. Props to Tim, he's done all the legwork on this, and again, we've been pushing to try and get this to come to fruition for a good couple of months. We've been talking about it. It's another project, like one of the many projects we have on the back burner. You guys don't get to see until it's up and present. So yeah, props to Tim to sort this out. I think it's something that's going to interest everyone and benefit. Yeah, no, I'm going to say benefit all. I think interest some and benefit all. Because at the end of the day, it's about saving lives. So it doesn't matter what line of work you're in. Saving a life is saving a life. So whether it's for real, whether it's make believe, it's like anything. You can take the information or you can leave it. It's up to you. We're just a platform to provide you with that information.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, we're pushing to try and do new stuff. As you know, there is a whole host of people that are jumping on this kind of review / live stream / media person intake of airsoft stuff. There's loads of guys out there that are now doing new reviews. There's loads of guys out there now doing live streams. There's now loads of people that are doing health plans and fitness. There's loads of guys that are now talking about training. I mean, we're not going to beat around the bush and say, look, we're the guys pioneering it. We don't believe that at all. But there is a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon. And so for me and Richie, that means that we want to push this into new places and make our content the best. So some of the stuff they dropped off to us yesterday, all of this is issue stuff as well. So regardless of where you are in the world, we've got a chest seal. I'm going to get shown how we apply these and stuff like that. We're going to run through all the training on this stuff, so it's not just for show. I know a few people got their knickers in a twist about me having this equipment. No, it's not just for show. We're going to be trained how to use it. We've got some absolute sealed bandages here, and these are this has got built-in tourniquet tightener as well, like in the middle of the package, so you can essentially just rip this open and you can bandage up a wound and tighten it all down. Got some.
There's none of this tying round and tying a knot. It's all.
No, it's got like a special, like a hard clip in there where you wrap the bandage over it and just start turning the clip and it will tighten down on itself, which was really cool. Again, we've got some more for open chest wounds. Again, these are for people that potentially have been shot in the chest. And this will front seal, and then apparently you really do turn the person over to start working on the backside. A lot of the time, that's where a lot of the turbulence is and a lot of the damage is done. So guys, I've only had a real brief talk over with these guys, some of the products that we've got, another couple of different types of bandages, again, all sealed up. They wanted to see how we would carry this load out and where we would place it, and obviously how much stuff, how much room this would take up. So they really did give me one of everything. I've got an emergency packing syringe for a bullet wound, a bit like what you've seen in the movies where they push the plunger down and all the little sponges go into the wound. But this is with Celox. Yeah, but this has got this Celox stuff in it that's kind of like an expanding foam. Is
Right.
an easy way of describing it.
Those syringes with the little like foam little tampons in them. Mate, I stumbled across them maybe 5 years ago. Like, I think it came up on SHOT Show years ago. And, mate, that's cool you've got that, though. That'd be wicked to play around with that.
Yeah, exactly that, mate. So, you know, it's going to be another thing that, you know, we get to play with. Some more stuff we get to have a look at. So for me, this is really cool. Again, more stuff we're going to have a look at. Proper scissors. So these aren't the cheap ones. These are the proper material cutting scissors. I found out that my tourniquet was fake. It wasn't a proper cat. So, you know, that's another cool thing, you know, with these guys. They've got all the legit stuff. They know about it all. So they've given me a legit Cat 7, which is, you can see it's got the official cat writing and all the information on the back. So yeah, they were talking to me about how these are packed as well, and the way that they are sort of deployed and used. And for the layman like myself that doesn't really know about this stuff, I just sort of thrown it in a pocket, and he showed me exactly how to prepare it, and then he actually showed me on himself how this is properly implemented and how tight it needs to be. And it is incredible the amount of stress that these things take. They literally stopped his pulse on his arm and showed me that. We've got some more hemostatic gauze, essentially, that's coated with the Celox to try and stop a real big bleed. And then I've got a nasal clearer as well, so an ocular and nasal clearer. So lots and lots of bits here. Again, the medical thing for me is super cool. Like, I'm really excited about it. I have heard from a lot of people that apparently they are not being notified of the fact that we are live, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. But yeah, mate, like I say, I was looking at some of that stuff a long time ago. Like I say, that whole sort of expanding, you know, like sort of like, what do you call it, like cotton, like tampon material.
Yeah.
When they first come out, mate, it was just like blew my mind. Like, so some of this stuff that the technology that these guys are implementing is pretty crazy. So Ed Harty will throw some Celox in a water bottle. Please do that. Please, can you do that, Tim? Not right now, but at some point.
Yeah, no, I can do that. It's no problem.
Yeah.
I seem to be getting a little bit of hang on my video feed. Guys, let me know if you're having any problems with viewing the feed. I am trying to keep it as stable as possible. I've got stable connection, just seems to be. I've got sound but no video. Okay, we're getting a little bit of hang on the connection.
Yeah, so obviously, like, guys, just bear with us. Obviously, we are trying to, you know, do this in the most backwards way possible, I think. Unless there might be an easy way, but let's just say we're trying to iron it out. But yeah, so I don't know why people would not be getting notified. Tim's like my little IT man. Like, if I have any questions, you know, I pick up the phone like, Tim, do I click this button? Do I click that button? Yeah, it's like trying to give a monkey a Rubik's cube. It's not ideal.
Yeah, again, mate, and I'm learning as well. I'm trying to make sure that it is as clear and kind of good as possible. Adolf Hitler, 0 out of 10 unsub. I feel very bad about that unsub. It will be one that I try and aim to get back. Okay, Damien Carrington got notified via YouTube that we're live. Okay, guys, cool. Only thing I can ask you to do, if possible, is down by the subscribe icon, there is a little bell, and if you whack that little bell, hopefully you'll be notified when these live streams happen. Again, we're going to try and do as many of them as possible. That is the plan, is to really, you know, do as many on here as possible so that people can watch them back. We will iron out all of the problems that we're having. Don't worry, that will be something we work on.
Yeah, definitely. So I think I'm sure there's a question earlier about, are we going to the Gale, whatever you call it?
When is it?
Next month. Well, it doesn't matter when the date is, mate. I'm categorically saying no, I'm not going.
Okay, cool.
Last time I went, mate, no, the site was good. The site owners were great. The marshals were brilliant. The level of, no, not the level. How can I say, the attitude? That's better. The attitude of the players that were there was some of the worst I've come across, I think.
Really?
yeah, mate, for gobbing off, you know, being rude, you know, like shit, you know, hit calling and stuff. It was just a really bad vibe, mate. Like, not good, not good. But that's just my opinion. And what are opinions, Tim?
They are.
Opinions are like arseholes.
They are.
Everyone has one.
He's beginning to teach me the ways of not taking too much stuff to heart. Because obviously, you know, we get a lot of feedback on the channel, and 99% of it is awesome. We had to, you know, we did tread on the toes or walk outside the basements of the ham community and clearly disturb them during their trucker fondling activities that they do on their ham radios. So we do apologise for that if we disturbed you, you know, during whatever repeater you were talking through to someone in Uzbekistan. But we do apologise. So, you know, any offence to the ham radio basement dwellers, we apologise. Sincerely.
Just to put that in perspective, obviously, Tim's been doing this for a long time, you know. He deals with, you know, subscribers and you general public, as I'd call it, friends alike, for a long time. This is obviously quite a new step for me. So, on the flip side of what Tim was just saying, you know, I've had a lot of messages from people that I've never met, you know, who are saying, who love the videos, love the content, you know, and guys, I just want you to know that these messages, that honestly, it's amazing, it's brilliant. To know that obviously we can impart some knowledge to you and that you actually enjoy what we're doing, because we don't really know, we're fumbling it, you know, we don't really know what we're doing. So the fact that you guys are liking the videos and, you know, enjoying what we're putting out there, it just really means a lot, you know, that you guys are appreciating it. So, thank you.
Yeah, guys, you know, like all of the feedback we get, and, you know, one of my good friends, I'm not going to go into who it is, but he is probably one of the biggest airsoft guys in the UK, right? Richie, I mean, the one who gave us some really good comments earlier today. Probably the big. He's up there, isn't he?
I don't know. I'm confused.
Right, so a friend of mine who's super into, you know, his airsoft, he's got a really good following and stuff. He sent us a message earlier, quite well-composed message saying that essentially, you know, we are a very lucky channel to have the following that we have, of a real loyal audience of guys that are very like-minded. And he has an audience of people that is quite sparse in their interest. You know, some of them are gamers, some of them have stumbled across his videos. I literally was speaking to Richie about this earlier while he was driving and stuff, so I probably rattled him a bit by saying that. But yeah, we just got some really good comments from a mate of mine, and he knows this stuff. He's a big social media guy. He puts out a lot of videos, a lot of content, and it was kind of really saying how lucky we are to have you guys that are watching now. You know, we've got people that tune in, that are keen on the content. They, you know, that you guys will be the guys coming to our training. You'll be the stuff that hang out with us. You'll be the guys that, you know, help us become better individuals and help us train. And that's what we want. And, you know, he's kind of in a position where he gets a real wide audience of people, but they're all very separate in the way that they think and the interests that they have. You know, they're not airsoft players. They are just people that kind of bounce across his videos. Whereas we have, you know, guys that are into the kit that we're into, with the same mindset, that are into training, that really do follow the ideologies that we have. And we're super lucky for it, you know, and he was saying that in his perspective, that is like a real big thing. So, yeah, guys, we appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, guys, and me and Tim, when we decided to do this, the Heresy Group thing, the whole package, we said from day one that we're not claiming to know everything. You know, we're not the oracle. But what we will do is we're going to pull resources in from various sources, you know, various areas of expertise, and we will pull on this to you know, to bring it all to one platform. So basically, guys, you know, when people are losing their fucking mind over a radio, I'm sorry, but we're not here to, you know, we're not here to babysit people, okay? We're here to impart knowledge the best we can. from various sources of expertise. Now, again, I said before, you could take the information and you could leave it. We're just here to pass it on, you know. But if you want it, like I say, I think Jim summed it up earlier on. You know, if he hears the word Ofcom one more time, he's going postal. Love that. Yeah, brilliant.
You know,
so yeah, you know, like I say, all these people going, well, what do you know? You don't know this. You're right. We don't know it. And you're correct. We know, you know, no one knows it all. Every day is a school day. So yeah, I think we're sticking to our guns. You know, the Heresy group isn't going to change. We will always be a platform to pass on knowledge from the right areas, from the right people that have the knowledge. Kit, you know, and our experiences, opinions on that kit. Again, they're only our opinions. You can take them or leave them. But if we can help, you know, to make your experience better, you know, pass some knowledge, guys. That's kind of what we're here to do.
You know, this is the other thing is that, you know, this popped up today. So I posted a picture of the medical kit, as you guys probably saw. Someone was like, I hope you know what you're doing with that kit, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm well trained in all of this. I find it an insult that someone would carry it and not know what to do with it. And I just wrote, guys, you know, like to him, you know, presumption is the biggest fucking thing. You know, if you're going to make a mistake in life, it's through presumption in my eyes. You know, never fucking presume anything. We had two guys here yesterday talking us through this kit that, believe me, have probably seen more injuries as paramedics, as the stuff they've done in the last few years, and then also in their service life, than most of the medics that you're ever going to come across and be trained by. These are not young 20-year-olds. These are guys that have been there, done it in, you know, in all different environments. And, you know, for someone to just presume that we don't know what we're on about, or we don't have the capacity to be around people that don't know what they're on about, is a real shame. And it's the same with the training.
Yeah.
You know, some people have turned their nose up at the training. Oh, you know, you guys, have you ever served? I think I got asked, and I was like, no. But I don't need to have served to show you how to change a fucking magazine.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Or to show you how I might change a magazine or whatever. It's just crazy. So, you know, the other thing is we can lean on the experience of the people we have around us. Richie knows a ton of people. You know, I personally know, you know, a ton of people that can come and help us with this. 10, 12, 15 years. Guys that have done surveillance and recon. Guys that were JTACs. You'll know who that is. You know, guys from all over the place. We've got guys that have done 5-6 years worth of CP work. We're an ex-Marine. He's a good mate of mine. Again, you know, he's the one that's helping me with all my fitness. You know, guys like that, they're willing to come and help us, you know, at the drop of a hat. We've got these two guys that are medics. We've got guys that are into fitness and nutrition. We really have got the works around us to bring the information to you. And like we've said before, you know, this is going to be an educational platform for all of us. Me and Richie are learning. I hope you guys will learn as well. You know, we can share ideas and thoughts and whatever. And it is what it is.
Yeah, and again, likewise, you know, it's every day is a school day. So, you know, we'll learn this stuff from you guys. You know, we've had many conversations, you know, about various kit and stuff and placement. So yeah, you know, no one knows it all, not even me.
I think, mate, like, you know, the whole thing with this training as well is like, I'm really looking forward to meeting everyone. That's a big thing for me, is like to come and meet some of you guys. Jamie's talking about coming over from Italy. That would be absolutely amazing.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
You know, we've got some other cool kids that are, you know, planning on coming down for it, you know, and people that I spoke to. Also spoke to a friend of mine that, you know, I think he had a tumour that was quite serious and, you know, pretty much been written off. And he's talking about coming over for this training. He's just beginning to get mobile again. You know, people like this, there's some incredible stories, some incredible people out there. And, you know, we want you to come and hang out with us. So, you know, that's the main thing. And, you know, for us, that's just as important. You know, this isn't a money thing. We're not going to charge you 200 quid and, you know, expect this to be something it ain't. We're being very honest. We're keeping the cost as low as possible, essentially paying for the site and the staff members to be there and for you guys to have some hot brew and some food.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know, and the main thing for us is a safe place to train and a decent place to train. It's cool looking.
Yeah. Cool place to train. No judgment. You know, and like I say, I think it'll be good not just for the training, one, to meet a ton of you guys as well, because obviously, you know, as Tim said before, you guys are always, you know, liking our content, you know, sharing our content, which we absolutely love and appreciate. So, you know, like if we can get to meet you guys, that'd be awesome. But at the same time, like we said, that whole training day is, you know, we might learn something from you. You might teach the guy next to you. You might go, oh, well, why is that patch there? Well, because of X, Y, Z. You know, mate, it's just like, it's a whole learning process, you know, where it's just a big, you know, learning soup, you know, where you're all just kind of bouncing ideas off each other.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what we're looking forward to with this. We've also got now the medic side of stuff. We'd love to bring that in as like a module for this. We really have got a lot going on with regards to stuff we've kept on the back burner. With me and Richie, we are Jamie. I'll bring the vino and the pasta. Done. I love a bit of Italian food.
Boom. Yes.
I'm off the carbs at the moment, but when I'm back on them carbs, mate, Jamie, you're not going to be doing any shooting.
Don't listen to Tim. Bring the pasta. Make sure it's got pesto in it, red or green. I don't care. And a metric ton of mozzarella, please. Thank you. Just real quickly, just going to say a big hi to Sean Johnson. What's happening, brother? Welcome along. Long time no see. Are you okay? Cool. He'll know what that means.
So, yeah, guys, like I say, you know, we've kept a lot of stuff on the back burner. That's going to come to light over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, you know, this for us is an adventure. It's exciting. We're really excited about doing the training. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to emulate, as we've seen, you know, recently, but we're going to do it well. We're not going to do it to make money where you're going to see other businesses that are. They'll have 60 people there running around like fucking headless chickens, doing stupid shit. We're planning on keeping the numbers super, super low. You know, you literally are going to know the people around you by name by the morning. That's how small it's going to be. You're going to know these people, and we want to push that and keep it intimate and allow us to all be able to communicate without it being an absolute mess of communication. We want it to be small groups, dynamic, and you know, easy to communicate. And you can't communicate with 40 lads there. It's not going to work. So there might be a couple of sessions. Don't be upset if you're not in the first session. We will probably be doing a few days. That's just the reality of the amount of people we have through Instagram, through Facebook, and obviously YouTube, and then also personal, you know, friends of ours and people that we want to make sure that are there on the day as well. And then there's people that are also aligned with the site owner. We want to make sure that they're involved and that they feel like part of this as well. You know, there's these first couple of sessions, as me and Richie have said, there is no hierarchy, there is no tiers. Just because someone's in $5,000 kit, it doesn't mean that they're going to get any preferential treatment over someone who is turning up in their DPM greens with a cheaper gun. This is all about individuals pushing on. This is about you bettering yourself, and that's why we've made it a no media day too. Yeah,
absolutely. Like I say, you know, guys that want to come along, run 6 GoPros, the length of their fucking gun, just so they can put it on the YouTube channel with little, you know, hit markers going, you know, whatever player kill. Just get in the sea. It's
probably my favourite saying of today.
We're not.
I said I like the new Scar, and he was like, "Get in the sea."
Get in the sea. But yeah, so like Tim was saying, you know, the idea is we've spoke about this in quite depth, and you know, we've got the sessions all lined out. But what we don't want to do, guys, is compromise the quality of the training for numbers. So like Tim said, we could have 30, 40 people there. You know, not saying we're going to earn off of it, but we could have 30, 40 people just trying to accommodate everyone, to keep everyone happy. Unfortunately, we would love to keep people happy, but we'd rather keep the numbers low and then maybe space it over 3, maybe 4 sessions. So that way, you know, you get more of our attention. It's, you know, it's more concentrated, you know, and basically we can help you guys guide you through some of the finer details. So yeah, I think that sounds reasonable, right?
I definitely think so. Definitely. You know, we want this to be a focus on, you know, individuals pushing themselves on, and obviously, you know, to do that, we want to keep the numbers low, we want to keep it intimate, and we want to keep this about, you know, personal progression. You know, again, we're not here to, you know, kick your legs an inch wider open and twist your hips round and pull your shoulders back, and, you know, this isn't a PT session. This isn't us, you know, telling you how to do.
Blah, blah, blah.
There's no routine to this, and you're all going to do something different, and we know that. I mean, Richie does stuff different to me. I do stuff different to him. You know, there's other guys in our little group that we align ourselves with that do things different, and there's no right or wrong in essence. Yeah, there are some faster ways of doing things. There are some more convenient ways of doing things, but does it work for everyone? No. So we're not going to go down that route. The key thing and the message that we've tried to push on this, both myself and Richie, is that we're doing a few things here that other companies don't allow. They are giving you a safe place to train, which in my neck of the woods, maybe the south of the country, there is no one that does this. There is no business out there that openly says, okay, guys, give us 22 quid, whatever that may be, 20 quid. Come along and train for the day, and we'll set you up some props and some scenarios and whatever, and go and have at it. There is no business in the UK doing that. The second thing is that we want to focus on you as an individual. We want you to focus on yourself. So if I'm, for example, 2 seconds, guys.
Here he goes.
So look, right, I'm focusing.
Wait for the dynamic entry.
Oh yes, yeah. I was going to roll across the floor and just start catting people like this. It's this way, right?
That's it. No, Tim, the naughty end's the other end, mate. Let's spin it round.
This way? Have I got it right yet? Oh, no. It's this way, isn't it? Is this right?
That's it, mate. So turn it upside down, the other way. That's it, mate. Like a law.
Ah, got you. Okay. So, guys, on a serious note, you know, we're not going to... with what we're trying to show here is that this is not about you being there as a group and discussing, you know, the ultimate mag flip, backhanded mag change. You know, we're talking about the principles here, and as an individual, if you're just not focused on anyone else, and you think about really how your gun is set up, how you manoeuvre your gun, where it sits on you, you know, how it sits into the shoulder of your pocket, what position your arm is then in, is it comfortable, does it feel right, do you want to extend your shot stock a bit, you know, all of this sort of stuff you cannot focus on if you've got people babbling around you and you're worrying about the next door breach or the next bit of team ethics or comms or anything. We're starting at the beginning, guys. So, you know, we're talking about basic fundamentals. Now, some of this you may have nailed down and you roll through it, it's not a problem, it's not anything that you change. But on the flip side, you might think to yourself, do you know what? This isn't as comfortable like this. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to just bring my stock out, just one more click.
One click, yeah.
And see how that fits. No, it's not right. I'm going to take it back. You know, just to get things nice, it's about personally getting things nailed down. You know, if your gun's sitting through the middle, you know, and you're hanging, are you still able to get to anything? Are you able to function? Can you take a knee without the end of your muzzle going into the ground? You know, and we're just talking about that level of stuff, guys. It'll be really, really simple.
Yeah. Ed's, I'm sorry, mate. If Ed's got a point, mate, I'll be in on this one.
Yeah. What did it? Sorry, guys. I've just got to go back to the comments.
Get your skull out or unsub.
Okay, I'll get it. Right. We can use it as Scar as an example. Right.
See, guys.
This is
Tim's like a monkey with symbols.
I am. Just tell me what to do and I'll clap.
Peanuts, he will perform.
So you guys obviously know I'm a short arse, right? Let's get over it.
Yeah.
But as you can see, you know, you see a lot of guys that run this, right? They've got their gun centre slung. They've got the sling mounts on the back. And they run it like this. You know, for me, instantly taking a knee is an issue. Yeah. You can see that the tip of the gun is a few inches away from the floor. So if you do need to do all this tap med stuff, you've instantly got a problem. This is clearly in the way of being able to do anything. Oh yeah, these.
What are those?
What are those?
What are those?
These are my North slippers.
Sorry. Wow.
Do you like them? Not into them? No? Okay. Anyway, before people start Googling them and telling me shit about them, yeah, Norsk slippers look them like they're banging. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, like you're saying. So, because I could see you take a knee, all you're going to do is face fuck the stock. You know what I mean?
It's in the way, it's in the middle of my chest. If I need to do anything admin-wise, it's a pain in the arse. So that is why, with this weapon, I run the 2-point sling. For me, I do the tuck. I don't go over the top. I go under. So for me, the gun's across me like this. And the key thing for me then is just to do the tuck. So it goes up and round onto my back. I can take a knee, and I'm clear on my chest sway to be able to access anything that I need to, medic or whatever, and then and be able to do other, do things with my hands. And that becomes more prominent when you are working as a close team, or if Richie's doing, if Richie's got comms on, he's got a comms problem, we're going to do a breach, we're doing vehicle extract, and we need to put some smoke down, if we need to get a grid reference, anything like that, it's personal skills, it's not team-based, it's not door kicking, it's not all the other bullshit that people get tied up with, it's about focuses on you as an individual. So, yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah, definitely. It does come down to and again, guys, this is some of the stuff we're going to cover. So, we're not going to be regimented, like say, you must do this way with this gun, blah, blah, blah. Because at the end of the day, everyone runs a different gun, a different setup, different sling setup. Mil sim and airsoft in general, carrying a gun, it's a very personal thing. So you personalise it to yourself and your style of play. And like just Tim said there, some people have the single points and have it down. Some people sling to the left. Some people sling all the way to the back. Some people go to, it's very personal. And with this training, what we want to do is try and guide you guys into not running our kit our way, trying to run your kit the best way you can run it.
Yeah.
To get the most out of your loadout, your kit, and your weapon. So that's basically what we want to do. We want to try and just basically take you to sort of like to 110%, efficiency, 110% efficiency.
This is this is a key thing for us is really nailing this down and making sure that we create a good program for you. That's another thing, We want to make sure that you get the best out of the time that you spend with us, and we will be, in that case, covering basics. Yes, it will go on and progress on. We have got the capability of doing some more advanced stuff, whether that be low light, white light, green. If you guys have the capability of doing green stuff. If we potentially could use the site owners' things that are in the works, then we could be doing, tactical vehicle entries and all sorts of things like that. So, guys, there's a lot in this that, potentially a lot of people could benefit from. Again, the basic skills are there. You will be expected to be able to, manipulate weapons and stuff like that on the day. And if you can't, it's no problem. It's no problem at all. Yeah. If you don't feel comfortable transitioning from a primary to a secondary, it's stuff we're going to cover on the day. You'll get plenty of time to practice. Don't feel bothered about the level that you're turning up with. If if you're someone who trains every single night, that's amazing. Come, show your skills, educate some others, help some other people push on. If you are someone like, myself that has done a fair bit of training, but I would by no means say that I'm massively competent, then, I'm going to go along. I'm going to be willing to listen to guys that are there to advise me. And at the same time, it's a safe place for me also to be running some training. And as much as I'll be standing out there, just talking you guys through our ideas and what our training courses are, I'm going to be having a blitz as well. Me and Richie will be involved in what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, it's just going to be a case of, like Tim said, it's a chance for us as well to train, because how often do you turn up to an airsoft site and get to just practice, putting a gun up, peeking corners, mag changes, obviously, I won't go into it. But yeah, I think to be able to, because if someone sees you, what it's like. You're in a safe zone, or if your site has a firing range, you're there and you're trying to do some make changes and stuff, and you might just be trying to nail that, the real basics of shouldering or swapping shoulders. you know, you've got people around you going, what's he doing? Well, actually, that person that's trained, you know, practicing is getting better than what you are. That's what they're doing. But yeah, so again, it's about a no pressure environment. Doesn't matter what skill level, because we've had guys message us wanting to do the training, but we thought, you know, well, why do you need to do the training? These guys have asked us to come along. You know, in our eyes, they're at a level where they don't need training.
Yeah.
But they still want to come along because they might learn something. You know, you might learn something, you might learn nothing, but
at least you know. From what
you're practicing.
Yeah, they're practicing, and also, you know, this is the main thing for them is that they haven't really got that space to be able to train. There's two Milsim teams. You would see them at every single decent Milsim across the country. Some very, very well known guys, and they want to come down and do the training. You know, the key thing we've said to them is, look, guys, you know, you're bringing down 5, 6, 7 guys per team. That is an entire event for us. So we need to you know, have a go at that. I just want to read some of these comments. Is there any chance anyone here going to see real combat or get into a real shootout? It's slim. I don't think that's the point. Saying you're missing the you're missing a few of the points here, mate. This is not about being tactically equipped to go and have a tear up in Afghan.
Yeah, to deal with an active shooter. Do you know what I mean? No, it's...
We're talking about advancing your capabilities in a hobby. It just... Yeah, well done, mate. Well done.
Yeah.
What? No night vision goggles? Yeah, no, we can do NV stuff, but we will obviously not be providing NV for people. So if you've got it, we may be able to facilitate some nighttime training. If any of you guys... Yeah, go on, Richie.
Sorry, at the same time, guys, it's not an elitist. If you've got NV, you know, only NV guys can come along. You know, we want to, and we'll be providing, you know, dark, low light levels, white light training and stuff. Won't go into too much, but obviously we want to cater so that, you know, it's not elitist. So if you're running white light, awesome. We can show you how to maximise your efficiency using that white light. If you've got NV, again, we're going to show you guys how to, you know, use that to your utmost capability. Yeah,
that's exactly what we're going with, guys. So, and to be honest, I've seen people with NV not use it particularly well. And I'm not no fucking Luke Skywalker myself, but, you know, I've definitely seen people use night vision in a way that realistically they would benefit a lot more from if they were using it efficiently. You know, I've seen people use
white light.
I've seen people use white light with NV, and it's like, what is the point? You're evading the complete premise of having night vision on. At the same time, I've come across other players, the Burt brothers. They were using white light at an APOC event, just torches, and they lit me up a couple of times. Very, very skilled players. Obviously, one of them is now part of the Sabre team with Sterling. Really, really nice guy. I spoke to him a fair bit, and on that night, he just done incredibly well with white light.
Yeah. Again, like white light can be used so efficiently. Like you say, we was at a Sterling event in Spain, and basically we had to cross this open ground to another building, and the Op 14, they just used the white light so efficiently. You know, like on, off, pan, on, off. You know, not sweeping the white light, just on and off momentarily. So the minute you think the white light's off of you, you break for cover, boom, you're lit up, silhouetted. Yeah, mate, we got smashed, absolutely smashed. And our whole section had NV, mate, you know what I mean? And we got smashed to bits by guys with, technically, it might have been a 10-pound torch, it might have been a Surefire, I don't know. Either way, it's a white light.
Yeah.
And we got smashed. So, yeah.
I think that is definitely one of the key things when you are, you know, looking into this, guys. You know, people saying about not being able to afford NVGs. You know, that is just the way of the way of the world. You know, some people can go out and buy them, no drama. Other people can't. You know, we're not saying that they're expected. If people want to come and do some NVG training, we'll facilitate it. If people want to come and do some white light training, we'll facilitate it. Again, you know, both are very, very powerful. If you do play a lot at night, then, you know, that is they're two things you need to learn how to manage and use. against and with. So yeah, I'm into that. I'm just going to go through some of the comments. I am trying to keep up, but it is a little bit difficult. Spud gone. People talking about how sexy my red slippers are. Yeah. Crazed.
So
crazed, dude. Just to mention one thing to you, I don't be thinking that we're kind of alienating you because you're a ham fanatic. We're having a bit of a dig at them, mate. It is what it is. There's no malice in it, and if you're into that, you're into it. People have clearly raised an issue that they feel strongly about. It's probably the same as if we watched a video of some kid just running around the streets with an airsoft gun. We'd all get salty over it. So look, mate, don't take it personally. We just obviously got a little bit of a few knickers in a twist about the whole PMR thing. Again, we're a global channel, global audience, as you can tell by the people that are in here. We are just giving out advice and really, a clear education on how to use the PMR channels and the sub channels. That's what that video is about. That's what we were requested to make. That's what we did. People have an issue with it. It's all gravy.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, we're not. I wasn't standing there. I'm not standing there going, "You must buy this illegal radio. You have to use it." It's just the radio I had about. So use a bow thing. Don't use a bow thing. Don't be a dick. That's it.
Right. Cool. Into that. Hybrid saying, who seems to just not quite grasp this. But yeah, I just play to have fun, point, shoot, repeat. Look, dude, we totally understand that. But what we're saying is if you get someone else that's just point, shoot, repeat, and you point, shoot, repeat, that's only going to be fun for so long. When you start taking yourself, to some more serious games and some games where you have to be tactically minded, where you go up against players that are equipped well with equipment and also tactically very skilled, your point, shoot, repeat means you're going to get fucked every time, and you're going to lose. You're going to get upset. And when you turn up to some of the events where you are going against some more serious, competent players, you'll probably see that. Sadly, us guys being as straight as we are, we're both into milsim. We both end up essentially involved in very high caliber games of people that are high caliber players that do train, that have good levels of kit, and because of that, we need to train and have good levels of kit as well. Otherwise, you just get slaughtered, and it does come a little bit of a thing about drills. Guns.
I think you're actually spot on, mate. Because hybrid, I get it. Like if you want to go out and you want to have a blast with a high cap, smash it, mate. We've all done it. Love it. It's fine. But what we're saying is this training is there for people who wish to become better. So again, if you want it, it's there. If not, that's totally cool.
Yeah, we're not forcing you down the route of training, dude. Believe if it's not something you're into, we're not going to make you do it, and essentially we can't make you do it. But what we're saying to the audience that we generally have is full of individuals that are keen on progression. They're keen on pushing themselves further and becoming a more powerful, a more competent, and a more tactically savvy individual. And that's what our audience is about. You'll find, hybrid, that the majority of the people that are sitting around you in this kind of online forum are people that really are keen on taking themselves to the next level. For them, it's a little bit more about being a better individual on the field than just point, shoot, repeat. And that's where training comes into it.
Yeah, obviously the Punish one's got a good point. When you're talking about airsoft and playing different ends of the spectrum, you're going to get clashes in the middle. You are correct that it's spot on. However, the clashes are going to be between closed-minded people. So you're going to get skirmish players who go, "Oh, he's elitist. He's got £500 worth of kit. Blah, blah, blah. He doesn't know how to have fun. He takes it too seriously." You're then going to get Milsim players who are closed-minded and will go, look at him in his £20 chest with, no skill, hasn't got a clue what he's doing. You're both wrong, really. Myself and Tim, as most of you guys know, we go to some real high-end Milsims. Sterling, we've been to Pandion in Sweden. I have, about as hard as you can get. At the same time, we'll still go to a Sunday skirmish. Do you know what I mean? Like wherever that may be. We'll bang I'll bang a high cap in. mate, I'll go out, I'll get rinsed by some little lad with a rental gun, mate. He's better than me. But you can still have fun. So yeah. The punch one, you are right, but I just think guys just need to sort of be a bit more open-minded, really, and just whatever direction you wish to go in. Whether you want to go skirmish side, whether you want to go Milsim side. Obviously, yes, we are more to the Milsim side, but just be a bit more open-minded with it, I think.
Yeah, mate. I think, again, we go to all sorts of events with all different people. The key thing between the people that we go to and see all around the spectrum is that there is also kids now, little tots. There was a couple of little kids, Reggie and Ronnie, that they were nicknamed by one of the people at John's games, John, who's in here, Darkwater Airsoft. There were some two little kids there, had an absolute blast, tore people to bits. I had a really good shoot up with one of them, copped me straight in the face. Really, really engaging little guys. But the next thing for them is to start training and become tactically better. Yes, we do it for fun. Yes, they're at a skirmish, and those guys are, bang into it. But get them training, they're going to be absolutely lethal. And the thing with the thing with the training as well, guys, is it's not just about taking it seriously. It's about going to your next event during that mag change, feeling confident that you can do it blindfolded, under fire, with a toothache. It's about going to those next drills. It's about pulling up to a doorway or a building, being mag out and going to your pistol and feeling confident about it. It's an inner confidence, and you get that from training. So, whether it is top-end Milsim, whether it's an invite-only Sterling, or it's one of the graft Sterlings that is, hard routine, that they only really allow people to go on if you are sort of vetted player, essentially, like they used to do in the Valley at times, all the way through to, us rocking up to one of John's Sunday skirmishes and having a tear up. Everyone can benefit from training, whether you pew for fun or with a high cap and a rental, all the way through so you spend 20 grand on being a CTSFO. Everyone can benefit from it. It's it's like any hobby in the world. Do a little bit of training and you'll enjoy it more. And that's where we're at.
Absolutely.
People don't align with it. That's cool. We're not asking you to come, but the people that do see benefit in that, we're super positive about it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go through some of the comments, have a quick look. The punished one is the one with the epic beard, from what I can remember. The punished one is the guy with the epic beard on Instagram.
One with an epic beard.
Yeah, he's got like
There's a lot of guys on Instagram with an epic beard.
He's got a real powerful. I think if he goes to have dinner, he doesn't get to eat anything. The beard just
until a week later.
The beard leaves him the crumbs. By spectrum, I mean area of airsoft. They're coming from ice skirmish and Milsim.
Yeah. And like I say, as long as you're open-minded about it, it's fine.
Player makes the gear. Gear doesn't make the player, in my opinion. No. Sorry, I've got to disagree. I'm not saying it's all about the gear, but if you put someone in the fucking freezing cold in a forest with a rental and a pair of DPM bottoms and a jumper, and then you put someone in there with a Sistema and, nice warm jacket, bladder, snug pack, tops and bottoms, hats, gloves.
Yeah.
The environment is a game changer in that. In my opinion, then it does come down to having the right gear. We said about it earlier with the Sterling event, being out in that snow. It's not about the player then. You can be as strong or as mentally willed as you want. You're going to get smashed.
Yeah.
And also you're going to be super uncomfortable. So, I think from a principles perspective, on a dry day in a sterile environment, it really doesn't matter, whether you've got expensive kit or not. You might get clipped with someone with a rental, but in testing environments and at Milsims where you're, out for 24 hours, it can definitely be about kit. So, I don't know. Me personally, look, I'm opinionated on this a little bit, but I think at times people need to just realise that sometimes kit is going to help. It is going to help.
It doesn't have to be expensive kit, as long as it works.
Yeah, 100%.
But unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, cheap kit doesn't work.
It's true.
Or it falls apart?
I suppose there is good quality warm weather kit that isn't necessarily most expensive yet. 500 quid from my wife would divorce me if I knew how much money I've spent. Yeah, look, again, guys, this is a real, it's a difficult topic to debate because people are going to get upset by it and they're going to go, well, I can't spend £1,000 on a jacket and da 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 da. It's an easy conversation for people to get upset by. But what we are saying is that if you are going to go out for a Sunday day, you could pretty much get away with t-shirt and shorts and a rental, right? That's fine. Now, we've been there sort of and had that up. But what we're saying about is in the line of the type of events that we go to and that we have the experience in and the industry that we've been around for a long period of time is the more testing, meal sims and some of the better run ones in the country. That kit is super important. I've been lent kit, I've borrowed kit, I've sort of scraped through weekends previously and, that was one of the key things that always jumped out to me is that, especially in the Valley, having the right kit can make it a good weekend or a bad weekend. It didn't come down to how much effort I wanted to put in, how much mental strength I have or how fit I am or anything. Sometimes it just comes down to having the right kit.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
John's made a good point.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, he's spot on with that comment. Yeah,
he's really good at that. Annoyingly good at that. Putting those comments.
Apparently, he uses the force, mate. I think. Read people's minds. This is not the kit you're looking for.
If you think how much some of us have spent on our guns over the years, maybe the important thing to bear in mind is also that spend a bit of money on kit as well. Instead of buying a shiny new gun, maybe some boots instead. Yeah, some people do favour having like 6 guns and terrible kit. It's just the way of the world, sadly.
Yeah.
Me and Richie's a kit.
All the kit and one gun.
Yeah, I know one of them. We pull people from events who are suffering due to cold solely down to wrong kit. Yeah. It's a big concern. We've
all done it, mate. Yeah, we've all messed up at one point. Do you know what I mean? Gone. If only I bought that warmer jacket.
Yeah.
If only I bought that one extra layer.
Yeah.
We've all been there. But you learn. The question is, if you do the same next time, you're an idiot.
Yeah, I borrowed a pair of Matt Belgrove's gloves once because I actually got there and just took some kind of thin mechanics gloves that got soaking wet. And he was like, "Did you not bring spare gloves?" And I was like. He was like,
did you not scrape the DNA from it and then make a child from Aslan himself?
No, I was super scared of Matt. I'd only met him once before and I was just standing in front of this tower of a man like, please sir, can I have some gloves? My hands are frozen. It was in the Valley as well. I think it was February or January in the Valley. It was really cold. And Matt lent me some gloves. So look, we've all done it. Again, now, it is that prepare to fail, kind of mentality, especially on some of the harder events. First ever event, turn up jeans, t-shirt, trainers. I had no idea what I let myself in for. I actually lost one of my trainers in a mud ditch. All been there, all seen it. That definitely is just something that happens. Everyone does it. First event, we've seen lots of people turn up and get clipped.
Lose a trainer in a mud ditch? No, we don't.
No, not in that. But I mean, turn up completely unprepared for the day.
Oh, mate, absolutely. I've done it. I was trying to think where it was now, but I remember. I think it was Cope Hill when that was still a site, and it was around about April time. And I thought, April, no, it's lovely. It'll be sunny. It'll be nice and warm. I bought little to no warm kit, mate. Slept on the floor, and mate, it was the cold came up through this concrete building. It was literally. It's got to be up there with one of the worst nights of kit I've ever had. Well, I didn't sleep. I just sat there shivering the entire night, just wishing I was either dead or I'd go home. Awful.
Me and Matt done the Valley. It was Matt's first ever meal sim, and I invited him along to the Valley. And we drove in the Navarre, and like top of the valley was -5. So I have no idea what the base of the valley was at, but we crossed the river as well. So we'd crossed the river, got wet, got halfway up the hill, got told to get our heads down. It was like absolutely pitch black. We're laying on like frozen ground, and me and Matt were just sort of spooning, like trying to stay warm. And Danny just walked past and just went, "Yeah, been there," and walked off. It was really funny. Like, I think from someone who obviously used to smoke, I must have smoked, I don't know, maybe 20 fags, 25 fags. The whole night I just smoked to keep warm. And it, mate, super cold, like ridiculously cold. Like they were exfilling people out of the valley back to the car park.
The valley is very unforgiving, mate. It broke me on a 4-day off. It took 4 days to break me, but it did break me.
It's a killer place. I really miss it. I love that place. It's just got a special little place in my heart. I've done a lot of events there. I've had a lot of fun there. It's a real shame that they haven't got it anymore. I love it. It's really cool. You're
talking about kit. Obviously, the big announcement will be made this weekend, I feel. Buck Todgers.
Yes, Buck!
So the big announcement will be made this weekend, I think. I think we're going to do it. Now, what this big announcement means is that obviously, and regards to kit, is that myself, I don't know about Tim, but more myself, I'm planning to base my kit around this announcement on Saturday and how we're going to roll out for the rest of the year. So what sort of roles we're going to be taking up, what sort of events we're going to be attending. So, so if you guys didn't know, I don't think I posted a picture yet. I will do that. So I recently bought second-hand, courtesy of Mr. Gear Monkey himself, a Toy Soldier MBAV, LV MBAV, a lovely bit of kit. Had a tinker with it, tried that. I've managed to attach the Spirit Systems Mark III microflight to the front of it. Again, sits in there, just lovely, strap come through, banging. So what I want to talk about is this kit, this recce kit that I'm building. So I've got as far as the body armour, the chest rig, the dual com, the TR152s, which you can set to 0.5 watts. What I want to know is, I've yet to set up my backpack. So I've got a choice of a couple of backpacks. So what I want to know is, what do you guys put in a backpack? What is your most essential bit of equipment? We've been chatting about this quite a bit with Tim as to what goes in a backpack, like a day sack. Do you know what I mean? Not talking like to go like a Bergen to go 3 days. I'm talking something that might last you for like a 1 hour patrol all the way through to like an 8 hour patrol. Maybe we'll do a video of that, or whether you guys just want to bounce some comments as to what you would put into a day stack that you use for a patrol.
Yeah.
Would that be would that be water and ammo, or would you put food in there? Medical kit, a bit like what you were showing earlier on. Would you put a small med kit in there? Guys, just smash it in the comments. Just let us know what you would chuck in your day stack.
Yeah, for me it's like a DA bag. That's what I would call it as. A direct action bag for me is like anything that if we get called out, we're going out, that's what comes with me. So I grab that DA bag, and in there will be everything to sustain me for realistically 1 to 4 hours. So in there, personally, I'd have like spare battery for sure. Always have a spare battery. It normally goes in one of my top arm pockets. If I've got a jacket on, I've got a BDU on, something like that, I'll always keep it quite high. Spare battery. It's also if we wade for any grass, if we go for anything super wet, just to keep that up and high as possible. So always have a spare battery on me, but definite things I do have is like BB, smokes, pyro. If I don't have that in a fanny pack or a bum bag, then for me that is always something I keep on me. With the backpack, again, definitely a bottle of water, some scran of some sort. I'm a bit fan on them. You saw me eating them before, them protein ball things. They look like a birdseed ball. Have you seen them?
Oh yes.
You see them little gloopy ball things. They're like a ping pong ball, and they've got a load of nutrients and protein. I normally have a few of them in a bag. Definitely a hard shell. Worst comes to it, throw that hard shell over, and it really does make a big difference having that on me. But yeah, I really want to see what else people put in a DA.
I'm just going through the comments now.
If people start saying Haribo, I'm going to go crazy.
Ed, foil wrap pizza in the top flat for morale. Mate, we joke. I had a chat with a very good friend of mine, ex-Royal Marines Commando, and when we were, I went to Sweden, and I think the best bit of information he gave me was, he said, "Right, what's your favourite chocolate bar? What is it?" I was like, "Oh, it's a tough one. Do you know what I mean? How do you choose?" So I was like, "Do you know what, Galaxy? We'll go with Galaxy. We'll go posh. We'll go upper market." And he's like, "Right, take a multi-pack of those," he said, "because when you are at your lowest, when you're freezing, shivering," he said, "just break off a little bit of chocolate, of your favourite chocolate." He said, it'll make the world of difference." And do you know what, mate? Some of the best advice I've had about like what food, as far as food and low morale, I think is incredible.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad idea. That's quite a good suggestion, believe it or not.
Yeah, for me, I've got really heavy into making my own food rather than MREs.
Yeah.
I think Jono, won't go into any other names, but John, he used to always cook his own food at events, and there'd be lads there with pasties and all that sort of shit. I've never really been into that.
Yeah.
Always wanted something a little bit more nutritious. It can get expensive if you're buying like a weekend's worth of pre-packed food, especially with me. I like them Wayfarer meal things. They're like a bit much like a boil in a bag, but they're super high protein. I've said about them before. You get them in Waitrose. Yeah. They're like a mountaineering thing. They come in like one of those little rice sacks, but they are expensive, especially if you gobble down a load of them. So John was doing like his own literally a big Tupperware box of like pasta, pesto, chicken. Richie, you've had a few of them off him, right? So Jono used to do that, and I thought, do you know what?
Mate, yeah.
What an idea. So the last couple of events that I've done, I've done the same thing, cooked a load of whole wheat pasta, mayo in there, salt, pepper, loads of chicken, I put some jalapenos in, a little bit of a Tabasco over the top, and just sealed that up, put it in a bag, and it's literally about 2,500 calories. And, I was in a Sanger at Longmore, big tub of pasta, nods on, just wolfing it in and getting water back. So, for me, food is a real, let's say, it could be a big morale booster, but at the same time, I see people eating them shit MREs, and I'm just like, no, sir, I'm having my fucking pasta. So yeah, although it takes up a little bit more room, I do like, it's only a weekend at most times. You can
see. I find like that middle ground that you were saying. Obviously, a bit like yourself. I was at Longmore, and we just got to the cop, and basically, Jono breaks out this pesto pasta. It's incredible. He's like, "Do you want something?" So come and eat it. I was like, "Absolutely yes." And then obviously I've got my little fork. Which point he then passes me a cling film wrapped half a lemon. Is then like, just drizzle it over the top, just add sort of, mate, there I am, like in a Sanger, like drizzling lemon over this pesto pasta. But I tell you what, mate, it was incredible. But when you've got time, if you're in a fog and you've got some genuine downtime, I think, like you said, Tim, it's good to have something boxed up, something that's really tasty, good, not crap food.
Yeah.
But then obviously I like to keep MREs or like those Wayfarer rations rolled up so that I can stick them in a pack. So, they're still edible, it's still nice.
Yeah.
But obviously not as nice as... it's that, you need to find that balance between carrying a great big pot pasta or a rolled up little MRE.
Yeah.
And then you've got the nice tasting pasta or the okay tasting MRE.
Yeah.
It's just, you need to figure out what is going to be... how can we put it, better for carrying, what your situation is.
Yeah, chewing gum is another thing I'm thinking of, a lighter. I always have chewing gum and a lighter on me. And normally a little bit. I'm just trying to think what else. Glow, I was going to say glow sticks, but you know what I mean, like chem lights, whatever. I always have a couple of them on.
Mate.
Yeah, always have my head torch. It's normally actually, that little ankle pocket that I have.
Yeah.
It's always normally in there. So that's that's my little place that I stash it. So if I ever need to go to my light, I take a knee and then get it out of there. That's normally where my head torch lives. If it's not in my fanny pack or whatever, if I don't run one. Obviously, I've been running the dangler for a while, so I've had the head torch in there, or I have it around my neck. Yeah. The only thing I find with that, a lot of people wear them loose around their neck. If you get a shift on, it's just smashing you in the chin.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I run mine in sort of a couple of places, or a couple of options. So if I've got my lid on, I'll use my Princeton Tech little red light up the top. Backpack will come off, and then if I need to ditch my lid, I can then basically go into my backpack, top zipper pocket. It's right there. It's on the top, very accessible. Yeah. I can do it with my eyes shut. You know, I can feel along the bag. I can feel the top zip. I know where it is. That's if I take my lid off and then I put the head torch on. Other option is if I keep my lid on, comms, everything's all secure. I don't really want to disconnect both radios and lose the lid. I tend to I extend the strap for the head torch all the way out to its longest point. I run it on my plate carrier here.
Yeah. So I've seen that before.
So you can, like I say, you get the angle of down here if you're map reading or whatever. But like I say, it's still secure. It's not going to flap about. So that's another option.
Yeah.
But either way, head torch is a must. I think head torch, Siloons. I like to carry a med kit, just basics like plasters, antiseptic cream, wet wipes, gloves, small bandage. You know, just in case it does get pretty hectic.
I'm just trying to keep up with some of the content. Buck Dodgers, Bombay Bad Boy, can't do pot noodles, mate. Blech.
What?
No.
What?
No, not on an event. They're just so bad calorie-wise, and they're just full of so much salt. That's the thing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's very salt.
Jordan, I love you, but when you turned up to the last meal scene with like a 8-pack of pot noodles, remember you were there, right? Was that a care when? I turned up with like a Booker's style 8-pack of pot noodles. I was like, mate, so much salt. So much salt. Almost as salt as in the ham community. Said it. Can't do pot noodles when I'm there. Just have a look at some of the others. Yeah, chocolate. Genuine question: how long can you go with sugary food before you crash? From what I've read, it's about 2 hours. Like if you have a Red Bull, it's you're hoofing off the other side. But also, the more caffeine / sugar that you have, the faster the crash is, if that makes sense. So if you just have like, I don't know, a Red Bull, it kind of tapers up and tapers off. If you have like a triple shot espresso, it's like up and then straight back down again. But I've heard on the exit of the system, caffeine-wise, I don't know, sugar-wise, that it's about 2 hours. I've actually avoided now having coffee at events.
Yeah.
Only in the morning, but not to stay awake.
I don't really drink coffee at events, to be fair. I'm a sucker for a Monster, or like a Red Bull. But then again, I'm quite careful where I choose it. Do you know what I mean? I'm like someone we know who smashes like 12 a day. I try and keep it like 2 at an event, and to try and minimise that sugar crash. But to be fair, mate, I've never really suffered with that. Like not at an event. Obviously, suffered with like during like a work and stuff, but. Normally you find at an event there's always something going on. You know, Sterling, there's either a contact or there's a mission brief or your QRF. There's always something to, you know, unless you're actually laying down, you've got dedicated R&R, then you're pretty much always on the go.
Yeah, again, I've really tried to sort of taper off any of the drinks. I do like those white Monster Ultra things. I think Richie said to me a couple of times about drinking them, but I do really like them. So sometimes something like that, a sugary drink at times, maybe Lucozade or whatever, but a lot of the time for me is water, and it really does help. I just want to say a little hello to the TSK guys. Thank you very much for joining. Hopefully see my email, and we'll be catching up with you guys soon. John, I remember you saying before about the about coffee at events. I do have one in the morning. Like if we get some downtime in the morning, I think last time we done the dark quarter event about 6:30. I got up, done my little morning walk in a circle just to get my compass working, and then had a coffee.
Mm.
But that is, just tradition more than anything. I always have a morning coffee, but ideally, I won't be one of these guys that's hoofing caffeine down. The other side of that is that me, Richie, and a few of the other guys, we tend to do a lot of our work at night. That just comes down to, where we feel most comfortable. We also get given a lot of night taskings. We had a really good one with Sterling about 2, 3 in the morning in some horrific weather in Wales. And we went to get a weapons cache, and it was, I can't, Richie will tell you how far it was walk-wise, but it was a jaunt. And again, we do a lot of work at night, so the last thing I want to do is be hoofing caffeine all day, and then the boys expect me to roll out at 3, 4, 5 a.m. and for me to be lagging. So again, I try and stop that. I try and stay completely plateaued rather than high on caffeine and then a deficit. Last thing I want is kind of the boys carrying me, especially if we've got to get a Swift on. How far was it, Richie? I don't remember, but
mate, I don't know.
It was a fair distance, wasn't it?
Distance wise, I didn't. I had it measured out on my Garmin, but if I'm honest, it felt like about 10k because it was like, what was it, 2, 3 in the morning. It wasn't hard rain. It was like a drizzle with a bit of fog. So you're wiping the front lenses of your MV. You're then wiping the rear lenses because they're getting smogged up. We're then trying to nav through an unknown area. So we're checking the maps. We're checking my little drop down phone, checking that GPS, checking my Garmin. Mate, it was hard going, but we got on target in the end.
Yeah, got on target, found the cache, deaded it, and then ran back. It was nuts.
Yeah, mate. Not a single shot fired, which was awesome. That was pretty early. But I don't know, mate. I find that because when we move at night, you're so conscious of light discipline, noise discipline. You're just heels and toes the whole time. So I tend to find my adrenaline level is quite steady.
Yeah.
Obviously, then you can control that with breathing or whatever. But I don't know, mate. I just tend to find I don't really crash on sugar. Maybe I'm just lucky. I don't know.
Yeah, I think also, mate, it's the intake. It's like if you just do not eat all day, and then for the first break you get, you sit and wolf 30 Snickers bars or something like that. There's always an issue. Just going to go through some of the comments.
Yes, mate,
Talking about electrolytes, for me, electrolytes are a real big thing, especially I'm a bit of a cardio queen, as you guys know, and that's the one thing I have noticed if I'm trying to replace hydration, I can still get a little bit of a ringy headache, and it's normally the electrolytes that will really help kind of kick that back in. Pomegranate juice, and there's another, Richie, can you remember them little silver drinks? What are they called?
Purdy's.
Purdy's, that's the kiddie. They really do help. Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Lemon and ice water first thing when you get up. It's like natural speed. I'll try that.
Oh.
Yeah, that seems to be a good one. Playing in Italy, get through 5 litres in a 12-hour game. Yeah. SIS electrolytes. Yeah, I've tried the SIS gels, the caffeine gels, and one of them gave me a real weird turn on a drive home from the valley. Definitely stay away from them, for me anyway.
Well,
give me a really weird turn.
I've tried their electrolyte drinks, the only ones you mix, the powders. Mate, they need to sort out their flavours because it was awful, mate. I was just, I couldn't drink it. Awful.
That bad? Yeah. This just gave me a weird turn. I think I've been awake for, I don't know, a long time. So went to the valley Friday. I think I got some sleep Sunday afternoon-ish before the drive back, and then I was whacked one of them gels back like a fruit. And then I was driving back, my heart was I just felt odd. I haven't touched them since. Really odd. Guys, really good. Some information about what you pack in your bags. Just having a look here. Water, snacks, extra socks, IFAC, poncho and jacket. Good lad. The extra socks onto that. Good lad. looking after your feet when you're out on the ground, mate. Absolute winner.
Yeah.
Leatherman
is the one.
Yeah, bit of talc on your feet is Richie's trick. Works absolute dreams. I've OD'd on Purdy's, not a funny bathroom tip. Yeah, Purdy's really good. I was feeling ill a little while back, and I spoke to Alfie, and Alfie was like, "Go get some Purdy's, and we'll clear you right up."
Yeah.
I think I was on the phone to Richie, like backing bottles of it, and I felt a little bit better. Failing that, Diarrhea, very, very good, and it hasn't got caffeine or anything in it. Obviously, they are for when you've got severe diarrhea, and that they help replace all your sugars and electrolytes and stuff. I was actually on Diarrhea as well a few weeks ago, and I've got a load of them here, and they'll be coming to an event with me. Tasted a bit funny, but yeah, good. How about mixing salt in water? I don't know about that. I have actually heard that it can. You do have to replace your salts, but I don't know if you can sort of table salt it. If the TSK guys are here, they will give us some advice on that.
Yeah, I know. My dad used to work in the steel mill, and obviously the temperatures in there were insane. You'd sweat and sweat and sweat. A trick he used to do, obviously, I don't know how you would apply this to the field at some of your games. Get a glass of water. I think it was like, now I could be wrong on the measurement, so trial and error. But it was like, I think it was like a tablespoon of sugar and like a teaspoon of salt, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you then mix it all up so it doesn't taste like crap. But you're getting sugar in there and you're getting your salts in as well. It could be perhaps more salt, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, just a simple thing. But how you put that into effect in the field, you could maybe pre-mix them. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, again, like them Diarrhea little sachets thing, you throw them in the bottle of water.
If you can buy a sachet, mate, you're going to do that, aren't you?
Yeah, it's simple. Just super simple. Again, like, and they do directly replace all of your salts and stuff. It really does depend. I mean, you have to really put down a hell of a lot of a grind in the UK, especially to really dehydrate bad. The only time I've seen some guys real come down with sort of bad dehydration was at Copill. We had Sam, Eugene, and someone else, all bad headaches and couldn't come out for the night because they were in bed with headaches, and it was just lack of water. So guys, we've had a hell of a long stream, coming up for an hour and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, super long. 11:15. I need to head to London tomorrow morning, so I need to go and get some stuff together.
Yeah.
But we had a real good session, guys. If you could, just before we leave, let me know what the stream quality's been like. Have you had a lot of lag? Have you had any bad buffering errors? How's the audio quality been? How's the video quality been? Has there been a big sync delay in what Richie's saying and what you hear from him? Can you just let us know very quickly down now in the comments? This is a work in progress. This is our first dual live stream ever on the platform, so we do want to make sure we're getting this right.
Still ironing it out, aren't we? So
okay, Buck says been spot on here. 11:45 here, bit laggy, but I'm in pasta land. Stream quality's been good. Audio quality looked. I've had lag buffering about 10 times during the whole stream, but it caught up really quick. I think I know what that is. That might be something my end. I have actually seen a little bit of frame drop. So I've dropped 1.3% of frames throughout the entire stream. And that will probably be the fact that this machine is so far away from my router. It's about 20 metres, 15 metres. So that's probably something on my end. I can probably fix that. It's no problem. Awesome. I've got a booster for the Wi-Fi that will boost that signal enough to help that frame drop. So I can definitely help that.
Yeah.
Been great, no problems. Expect good 4 block and a glitch moments under 2 seconds each. Okay, perfect. I'm more stable than Insta. Insta for us has been real difficult. Real difficult.
Yeah, it's been hard work.
Over 30 minutes, we're toast realistically. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. We really have kind of had some issues with Insta. This is going to be our platform going forward. Also,
mate,
the chat is so much easier to read than Instagram, especially with the long messages. So guys, if you have been in here, if you are still in here, please whack a like on the video. It really helps obviously push the channel out to new people. If you do want to be notified on the live streams, we will put images out to let you know when it's going to happen. It will be more structured as asked for before. But yeah, if you whack the bell icon, you'll be notified.
Yeah, what I might do, guys, obviously this is just my little hands-free set for my phone. So I think me and Tim are working on, we're going to try and go busking, try and earn some more cash. So hopefully I can get myself like a lapel mic or something. Because are you using a lapel mic, Tim, or no?
No, I'm using no mic at all. And to be honest, dude, the fact that you can actually hear me and your audio is really, really clear. So that for me, for what you've got now, I think it's perfect. If you go to a lapel, you're not going to be able to hear me. It
was just said that. Oh yeah, of course. He just said the punishment said could do with the mic. It's a little bit muffled.
Yeah, that's something I can probably clear up here in the level of audio that we have. In regards of, you know, how much kilobytes or whatever it is of audio we're sending out, we can probably up that a little bit. We could probably bring the video size down a touch, so you know we're in slightly smaller boxes, and that's going to help bring the stream weight down as well. So there's definitely stuff we can do, guys. We will make this more slick. We will make it more structured. So we will pick one subject and talk about it. Maybe one a week. We'll try and get it on. The main thing at the minute is us getting, you know, our surprises out of the way and the things that come into the channel. I am so excited about this weekend. It is the coolest purchase I've ever made out of any hobby. Nothing comes close to it. It's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, mate. I've decided, Tim, that this Saturday, when we reveal it, mate, that's going to be my Valentine's present to myself.
Is it really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I haven't. Go on, dude.
Yeah. I may even put a little bow on it and stick a dildo on it somewhere. Happy Valentine's Day, fucker.
Yeah, mate. I'm super happy about this weekend, guys. There'll be loads more information. Yeah, the Echo, guys. We will sort it out again. The way that I'm having to run this, we may have to deal with it a little bit. We'll sort something out. Again, I've just had a little bit of stream drop. So, guys, I think the stream's just dropped a touch.
To be fair, mate, I think like you get that little bit of lag, but within 3-4 seconds it clears up. So it's not. I don't think it's the end of the world.
Yeah. Well, I'll put my booster in on the next on the next stream. I'll run the booster. Hopefully that will clear up this little bit of lag that I'm getting, and we can go from there. Any other problems, guys, we will sort it out. But dude, thanks for joining me.
Just had a quick comment now. Deadmau5 says, like, any chance in the next radio video you could discuss running dual comms? Absolutely. This is something we, because the TRI and the bow thing are very similar in their menu setups. I kind of want to breeze over the TRI very, very quickly. So hopefully, guys, I will run that video to go a bit more in depth on TRI. Dual comm setup is definitely something we want to look at. If that's what you're into, that'll hopefully help you out, just to show the setups that I run, different kinds of setups. So yeah, definitely, I think so.
Yeah, people asking about the Lemo video. I've been asked about it a ton of times. Crazed, drop me a message on Facebook, or you can do it on Instagram. If you want my Instagram, it is down there. Just drop me a message. I'll send you some photos. It's super easy to do. It takes 10-15 minutes. Me and Richie both run Ray cows on Lemo conversions. We are in-ear converts.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, Richie's going to do all the comms stuff. So, guys, any comms questions, anything related to that, you can see Richie's Instagram below. Follow him on Instagram. Drop him a message on Instagram. It's the easiest way to get hold of both of us. You know, you can do it through Facebook as well, but obviously Instagram is way easier.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there will be... do you want to run through the sort of ideas you've got for comms videos, and then we'll duck out?
Yeah, so basically, pretty much what I just said. So what we're going to do, I'm going to run through the TRI menus, which is going to be very similar to the bow thing. I kind of wanted to touch on how I set my radios up on my two different rigs now. So how I set my dual comms up on the LV MBAD for a dual comm setup, how I set my single comm setup on my Ferro FCPC using the rake owls. So it just gives you an idea of different setups for over-ear, in-ear setups, right as options, depends what you want to run. Would be nice to touch on that, I think. And also, guys, it will be coming soon. I've yet to do it, but it's drawn up. I will be doing a video on the earball headsets overview. A lovely bit of kit. As far as I'm concerned, they're very sleek. Some good features on there. And I think it's just a slightly superior quality to the stuff we're seeing out of from TRI and TCA. So yeah, that'll be a spot to watch. Keep your eye out for that.
Awesome. So guys, loads of comms content coming from Richie. I've got a ton of videos in line myself. I've got some new products from the guys over at Who's Are coming. Obviously, with the big reveal this Saturday, that stuff's going to have a ton of content thrown through about it. I really want to do a review of this stuff I've been doing with JP. 2 weeks onto my diet now, 2 weeks worth of training, feeling really, really good, feel energised, feel, for the carb deficit that I've put my body through, I was expecting it to react a slightly different way, maybe like a little bit sluggish, a little bit, harder to repair and like not having loads and tons of calories going in. But I feel really good. JP's been absolutely amazing. The guys over at Chrome Fit have done me a really solid plan. And I'm really beginning to feel, back to a good level of fitness. Yeah. But, where I've got to this level before in maybe 4 or 5 weeks, because of the diet, I've got there super fast. In 2 weeks, I haven't done my BMI check. It's at the end of this week, so it'll be Friday. But I feel really good for it. So the guys at Chrome Fit, massive thanks to them as well.
So
I will do an update.
I saw your picture, mate. You sent us a picture of your meal prep, chicken and eggs.
It's literally it at the moment.
It looked tasty. It did look good.
Yeah, so just, loads of pepper, a little bit of Frank's, a couple of boiled eggs, and then I have a handful of oats in the morning with some of that Sky high-protein yoghurt. It's got like 0% fat and stuff in it. So I've never really eaten breakfast before, so that for me has been a bit of a change. But yeah, so that just keeps me a little bit more full. I have that, and then I go to the gym. I have that. I have a protein shake in the afternoon. Then I just have a full dinner tonight. I had salmon and quinoa, and then that's me for tonight. So, I was really expecting it to be a lot harder on my body, and because I'm getting a bit older, a little bit more time on recovery, but I feel really good. And stuff that the weights that I'm doing and the stuff that I've done is, it's taken me like months to get here before. Like, doing over 100k deadlift for me took a long time to get there. And I did it the first time doing it in a long time. So, I think that number will fly up. And with the other types of training that I'm doing, the running and stuff, like, I'm already down to like a 22-minute 5k, which for me is good. It's what's taken me before a long time to get to. So yeah, I feel good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's going to be coming. Obviously, the health and nutrition. We'll be talking more about the training. The guys, the medic guys, they're going to be bringing a lot more content to the channel. We've got some projects to work out with them. And the big thing for us, obviously, this training, it's going to take up a lot of time. Richie's been putting a lot of work into the drills. So thank you so much, Richie. He's really been focusing on making sure these drills are good and that people enjoy them. So, yeah, guys, we've got a lot coming to the channel. Thank you all for your support. Thanks for sticking around with us tonight.
Absolutely.
And for me, a massive thank you.
Yeah, I think also one other video I think we've got upcoming, which Tim pressured me to do, is going to be, guys, bear with. It's going to be the overview of this bad boy here.
Perfect.
So ideally, guys, I want to run you through, everything on this little puppy here. That will be coming. That's another video to add to the list. But yeah, mate, it'd be interesting to see about your progress and your training with how you're getting on with that.
Yeah.
Because are you going to document any of that, or?
Yeah, I've taken photos. So I took photos 2 weeks ago, which I can't really show on here. They're like me in my pants, but and sent them over to JP. Yes, they're sexy as hell. And so I'm going to be taking photos to send over to JP just so he can kind of monitor the if there's fat loss, and if he can see sort of any issues essentially, and if I'm getting any pains or any soreness, anything like that, or if there's any deficit in repair or anything, then I'm going to be documenting it. So from a photo-wise, I'd like to do like maybe a little stream of 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever. I'm off the drink. I'm off gin for a month, which has been difficult to say the least. So yeah, there's a lot in that I'm super pumped about. It's been a really good experience for me, and it's the first time I've had someone really pushing me and driving me to work out. Before I've just done it because I enjoy it. This is like a drive. There is a goal for this level of fitness. So yeah, I will be documenting it.
Awesome.
Photos, don't know, we'll show some kind of sign of the progress. And obviously I'm doing my BMI checks and all that sort of thing, like the body mass index and my fat from my cardiac fat, and then also my body fat levels and all that sort of thing. So that'll all be coming, dude. Super excited about your M4 video. There's a lot of variation with that weapon. Obviously, day and night mode, and the uppers and the uppers that you can change over. So, guys, tons of content. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Richie, thanks for trying this out. Guys, thanks for bearing with us. Next stream, we'll get better. I'll clear up some of this audio as well. We can do that by setting some levels on the mics just to stop the echo and reverb. We can put some filters on it. Also, I'll bring the size of the videos down just a touch, just to stop that buffering. I'll put the booster in, and we'll get these running nice and smooth. The next one will have a subject. If you have any suggestions for a subject for our next live stream, serious ones, please put them in the comments below, and I'll check them tomorrow. Not me in my pants. But if you want me to do a full slipper review, then I can do that on my very discreet slippers. I can do that. But no, being serious, guys, if there is any subjects you want us to talk about or cover, we can do that.
Just literally just either smash it in the comments or DM myself or Tim. Any suggestions, any comments about the chat, how you think you can make it better, anything you want to see. Guys, just let us know. But most importantly, thank you guys for 1, tuning in, 2, for all your messages of support, as we're barely 1 month into the rebranding of the channel. It was always going to be a big worry for us, but glad to hear you guys have accepted us with open arms. So we really appreciate you guys having us, taking us on board for what we are, and hopefully, look forward to giving you guys more and more knowledge and content.
Brilliant. Right, Richie, thanks for wrapping that up for us, guys. Have a lovely evening. Thanks again for staying with us, and we'll see you all soon.
I've had my arse kicked, MMA training. I need some food.
Right.
Ciao.
Thanks, guys. Bye.